happy to be able to bring you Saratoga on Fridays here, and part of the featured racing Friday afternoon. This Friday afternoon is going to be the Grade 2 Amsterdam tomorrow at 5:53 p.m. Eastern Time. Macho Music, I think we kick off the conversation for the Amsterdam with this runner. Rowan Crichton sends him out. Was disappointing in the Woody Stevens, but was very impressive when he won the Pat Day Mile in the slot 2 back, Andy.
Yeah, and I do think the slot moved him up, so, pay attention to rain. But it was impressive. It's not easy to go gate to wire here at Churchill Downs, and this horse was able to pull it off.
Yeah, he did it this day. Now, his last race, Woody Stevens, obviously, was going 7/8. Amsterdam is 6.5 furlongs. From the rail, I don't think he has any other option but to go.
No, I mean, even if he wasn't on the rail, I think he has to go. That's kind of just his style. With that being said, really, maybe he just regressed from that big run in the Pat Day Mile, because he set very fast fractions, even going a mile, 22, 44 and 4, 109 and 3, and he hung on. So wouldn't shock me with the ship and everything, because he was in Kentucky, ship back up, ship back down. Those are other things to consider too.
Who's a very interesting horse, in my opinion, is the 5 Gate to Wire. I actually picked him in the Pat Day Mile. He wound up finishing 4th in that race. But Todd started his career sprinting on the turf. He won that. Then they tried him in the Swale, his first start on the dirt. He won that race by 5. Then the Fountain of Youth. So they have literally tried to make him a turf sprinter, a sprinter on the dirt, a route horse. I mean, when you have a 3-year-old, you clearly want to try to experiment with them to try to see if you do have a Derby contender. But at the end of the day, Andy, where do you think this horse is best?
I think he's best 7 furlongs on the dirt, because when I saw, around that range, 6.5, 6, 7 furlongs, because when I saw him in the paddock the day he won the Swale, oh my gosh, he looked incredible. And I think he just wants that trip where he sits a little bit off the pace. He wants some pace to run at, but not to be way out of it. Just, where he can be forward in that first, second flight. And if he can return to that form, I think he's a super game contender for a little bit of a price.
One other horse is the 6 Gunmetal for trainer Brad Cox. So he won first time out. He ran in the Swale against Gate to Wire. Didn't show up as the favorite that day. Came back against Allowance Company at Keeneland, won that. And then I think probably was overmatched in the Grade 1 Woody Stevens, but also was a wet track. So I think dependent on weather, do you think that if it's sunshine and rainbows up there and he gets a fast track, this horse could be a contender at this level? Is he good enough?
Absolutely, especially with the fact, you have to consider he had a horrible trip in the Woody Stevens. They hit the gate. There was all kinds of madness going on. So I think if he gets a clean trip, good track, he's certainly a live contender as well. I mean, that was a good group he beat at Keeneland.
Yeah, that was certainly an impressive effort, and I think you can give him a pass for his effort last time out. That's the 6 Gunmetal. T-Craft is a horse that I just quickly want to touch on, because he took a long time to break his maiden. I think I picked him in every single one of those races, and he finally broke his maiden, and then I didn't pick him in his next start, and he knocked me out of like a pick 5 at Aqueduct. But since then, I'm surprised that they have taken this approach with him. They put him against Stakes Company. They ran him in the Grade 1 Woody Stevens. When he started going, I didn't think he was that caliber, but maybe he's discovered something. Bill Mott sends him out in the Grade 2 Woody Stevens Amsterdam tomorrow at Saratoga. We'll talk